It is midnight, and Jesus is hiding, not praying peacefully under the stars with his hands folded and his face calm, hiding. The man who walked on water, who healed the blind, who fed thousands with a few pieces of bread, is pressed flat against the cold ground in a garden outside Jerusalem. He is shaking, he is sweating so hard that the physician Luke records that the drops looked like blood falling from his skin. Doctors today recognize this as a real condition called hematidrosis, where extreme emotional stress causes the tiny blood vessels near sweat glands to rupture. It only happens when the body is pushed to its absolute limit. The olive trees above him are ancient. Their trunks are twisted like old rope, thick and dark. The air smells like dirt and crushed leaves. Somewhere in the distance, the city of Jerusalem hums with Passover crowds. And somewhere closer, footsteps are beginning to move up the hill. This is the night that changed the world, and it did not look the way most of us imagine. In 2004, archaeologists confirmed the location of Gethsemane, the garden where Jesus went that night. It sits at the base of the Mount of Olives, just outside Jerusalem's eastern walls. The name itself carries weight. The Greek word Gethsemane comes from the Aramaic gat shmanim, meaning oil press. It is a place where olives are loaded into a stone press and crushed until every drop of oil is forced out. Jesus chose to spend his final 3 hours in a place literally named the crushing. He brings 11 of his disciples with him. He asks 8 of them to wait near the entrance. He takes 3, Peter, James, and John, his closest friends, and walks deeper into the trees. Then he walks a little further still. Luke says it was about a stone's throw away from them, roughly 50 feet, close enough to call out, far enough to feel completely alone. He falls face down on the ground. What he says next is recorded in Aramaic, the everyday language he grew up speaking. He cries out, "Abba, Father." The word Abba is not a formal title. It is the word a young child uses. It means something closer to daddy. This is not the prayer of a man at peace. This is the prayer of someone in agony, reaching for his father the way a frightened child does in the dark. He begs, "Take this cup from me." In Jewish culture, a cup was a symbol for one's fate, the full weight of what is about to happen to you. He knows exactly what is coming: the arrest, the beatings, the nails. He has known for some time, and in this moment, with the dirt cold against his face, he does not want it. Then he says the harder thing, "Not my will, yours." That sentence is the hinge of the entire story. He is not surrendering because he is trapped. He is choosing this, fully, consciously, at the cost of everything in him that wants to survive. He gets up, he goes back to his disciples. They are asleep. He wakes them gently, goes back, and prays the same prayer 2 more times. 3 rounds. 3 times he chooses the same answer. Then the torches appear. Dozens of flames come bobbing up the path from the city. There are soldiers, Roman soldiers, temple guards, and officials. John's gospel says there were enough men to fill a cohort, which could mean several hundred. They carry swords and clubs. Leading them is Judas Iscariot, one of the 12 disciples, a man who has walked with Jesus for 3 years, eaten with him, listened to him teach, watched him perform miracles. Judas knows this garden well because Jesus came here often. He has given the soldiers a signal. He will identify Jesus with a kiss, the traditional greeting of honor and deep respect in that culture. He turns the most loving gesture available to him into a weapon. Jesus steps forward before Judas even reaches him. He asks, "Who are you looking for?" They say, "Jesus of Nazareth." He answers, "I am he." The Gospel of John records that when he said those words, the entire crowd stepped back and fell to the ground. Every soldier, every official, every armed man, flat on the ground. Whether this is read as miraculous or simply as the shock of a man walking calmly toward his own arrest, the point is the same. He could have run, he did not. What follows is a night of deliberate humiliation, moving stop by stop through the city in the dark with his hands bound. First to Annas, the retired high priest, who still commanded enormous political power. Then to Caiaphas, the current high priest, where witnesses are brought in and a rush trial is held in the middle of the night. Illegal under Jewish law, which required capital trials to be held during daylight. Then across the city to Pilate, the Roman governor. Then to Herod, who has wanted to meet Jesus for years and is disappointed to find him silent. Then back to Pilate again. 5 stops, on foot, through Jerusalem's narrow, crowded streets, in the dark. At each stop, someone hits him, someone mocks him. The soldiers blindfold him and punch him and shout, "Prophesy, tell us who hit you." They braid thorns into a crown and press it down onto his head. They spit on him. They dress him in a purple robe as a joke, purple being the color of royalty, and bow sarcastically. He says almost nothing. 700 years before that night, the prophet Isaiah described exactly this scene. He wrote that the servant of God would be led like a lamb to the slaughter and would not open his mouth. Lambs do not fight. They do not argue. They go quietly to where they are taken. Jesus knew that passage. He had read it, taught it, and understood who it described. Hour by hour, through the darkest night of his life, he was choosing to live it in real time, not because he had no power to stop it, but because he had already decided in a garden named the Crushing that this was the path he would walk. Whatever you believe about who he was, that kind of courage, chosen, clear-eyed and quiet, demands a long, slow look.